Hey, hi, hello, welcome back. I'm Heather, or Miss Polstway if you're one of my students, and today we are going to talk about a whole bunch of books that I am reading for the Trans Rights Readathon. This readathon goes from March 17th to March 31st, and March 31st is the Trans Day of Visibility. So it's a good day to close on, and I'm really excited. This does go back to the traditional form of a readathon. It is to raise funds and money to help different trans communities and support groups, and this is a great time to get involved. So I am reading for the Gender Liberation Movement, which is a really incredible group that is standing out in front and doing a lot to visibly share and articulate about trans rights. And so that's who I am supporting. I wanted to share my pile of possibilities, but before I do that, I am going to make two recommendations because, of course, I read middle grade, and so I have two really fantastic books that I have read in the past that I highly recommend. The first one is Obi, Is Man Enough? This is a fantastic book about a high schooler, trans boy, who is on the swim team. And it is an own voice. The author has written several things. Schuler Baylor is the author, and is the first trans athlete to compete in any sport in the NCAA D1 men's team. Anyway, fantastic book. The second book that I would recommend is Both Can Be True. This book has really great non-binary representation. It's a fantastic story with a very cool have to save the dog storyline plotline. So yeah, it was good. I enjoyed that one. So the recommendations that I have for you, or the ones that I am looking at reading, and obviously this is a 2-week readathon. It's not like I can read all these books, but I do have big goals for reading trans authors. I wanted to start with middle grade because I do. So I have a whole pile of middle grade that I might read. And I was really excited to realize that I didn't know these authors were trans or non-binary. So kind of excited. So I never did read this one, and I've been wanting to. And so this is Another Kind, and Trevor Bream is our author, and then Kate May is the illustrator. Very excited to read this one. Science fiction. It's a graphic novel. Some scary things go on. I think we've got aliens involved. I'm very excited. The Insiders. This one is, I think, science fiction as well, because it's kind of got a secret door or a portal, and these 3 kids from different schools seem to come back to each other and meet in this special room. So very excited for that one. I've wanted to read this one for a while. I've checked it out a couple times from the library. Twin Cities by Jose Pimenta. This is a graphic novel again, and kind of an own story, and I got to meet them at a festival of books a while ago, and they signed it for me. So I do have it autographed, and I'm very excited. I think this is going to be at the top of my list to read. I have shown you this one a couple of times. I really need to read it. This is the middle grade Wishbone by Justine Pusella Winans. They also write young adult, a little more scary, and I'm not into the scary, so this was a little more up my alley, and I have been wanting to read this for a while. It is one that I own. I've already started this because it's due back at the library. Okay, so Jude Saves the World. I am about 2 chapters in, and we kind of have 3 characters who definitely fall under the LGBTQ umbrella, and I am looking forward to seeing where this goes. It's kind of a cute one. And then I did not know this author was trans, so they're non-binary. This is the Strange Worlds Travel Agency, and I am very excited to read this, and I've had this forever. So I really should read it. Kind of a mystery, obviously science fiction. That science fiction fantasy seems to be my jam. So those are all middle grade. If middle grade is not where you want to go, I have a list of young adult. So I still have not read Iron Widow, so I own it. I need to read it. So that's one that I'm excited to read. I hear nothing but good things about it, and it's got sequels out, so probably should read that one. As well as this one, The Sunbearer Trials. Again, I have not read this yet. I've owned it for a while, and it looks beautiful. The cover is gorgeous. Can you see the gold foil? And everybody loves this, and it's got a second one, maybe even a third one out. I don't know if this is a duology or a trilogy. Again, one I've had for a while. I've started it and put it down and picked it up and put it down, but this is bitter. It is the prequel to Pet, and this author is fantastic. So, and then this one was recommended. I saw it on a couple of other people's videos as they were talking about doing this readathon, and so I picked it up, and it's Boys Run the Riot. This is a manga, and something about street fashion, and I'm here for it. So I'm interested in this one. Yeah, so those are my YA. And then I have some adult. They're actually both science fiction. These were also on some video recommendations, so they're piles of possibilities. I kind of am very much interested in this one here. So it's Sordides. Yeah, I don't think I'm saying that right. The author is E.G. Conde. They're part of the Puerto Rican diaspora. I think they live in Canada. This is an indigenous science fiction, kind of an imagining of like the world's come to an end and how we rebuild from there. And I'm very excited about this. I'm hearing lots of good things. Then the other one was, again, science fiction. It is called Everything for Everyone, an oral history of the New York Commune 2052 to 2072. So it's futuristic, and obviously the world kind of collapses, and New York builds this community that supports and helps each other. So it's kind of an imagined, what could this look like if, you know, capitalism collapsed? And don't know why I'd need to read that right now. Absolutely. So it's kind of at the top of my list too. There's another one. I don't have the physical because I'm actually reading it on a digital. Love After the End. I'm going to show you the picture. Pop up. And this one is an anthology of short stories from indigenous authors who identify, or their characters identify, as Two-Spirit or indigiqueer. So I'm very excited to read that. I have already started it, so it's very good. And there's some authors on there that I was familiar with, so I was kind of excited about that. So that's the fiction. And then I have some nonfiction options because of course I do. Again, I'm giving you like 20 books, and I'm probably going to read 5, hopefully, in 2 weeks. Maybe not 5, maybe 4. We'll see. So I have the Trans History, and it is from ancient times to present day, and it is a graphic novel. And I have had this borrowed from some people that I need to get it back to, and I desperately want to read that, so it's actually high on my list. Plus, a graphic novel means I will read it a little faster. So excited for that one. I've had this one on my shelf forever. I don't think it's going to make it for this 2 weeks, but I would like to read it. She's Not There, A Life in Two Genders. It's by Jennifer Finley Boylan. So I definitely want to read this. If you've read Mad Honey, she co-authored that. I also have Histories of the Transgender Child. I have been meaning to read this one for a very long time as well. I can't remember if I borrowed this one or if I own this one, so I should probably read it. And Free to Be, Understanding Kids and Gender Identity. So those are the books that I am looking at for reading this pile of possibilities. Honestly, I'm not going to read 20 books, but I do have a goal of reading 12 trans authors this year. So obviously I have quite a good start here. I think there's 15 at least books here. So yay me. And some that have been on my shelf for a while. So very excited. Let me know if you are going to join in or if any of those books looked good. Here we go. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.